Hey guys, how we doing?
What's up? Tuff Thumbs here, hanging out with Gavko and Sebastian and Vance. So I'm gonna do another knife discussion since the other one went over pretty well.
A lot of people enjoy these, yeah, so we figured we're gonna invite these too.
Yeah.
We'll try to translate.
We're gonna put subtitles.
I hired Vance to translate me.
What?
What?
No.
So as always, this is
You're gonna translate, no?
Yeah.
This is completely unscripted, nothing. We just laid a bunch of knives out. We're just gonna talk about them here and there. We might miss
Some better ones, some worse ones. I'm kidding. Sebastian is like,
This should be a bit more of a heated debate here because we all have
it's
different
gonna be
tastes.
fun, yeah.
Especially
Like everybody
Vance
wants
here.
this knife. Like this is the most popular knife on the table.
No. No.
You see?
Little balance. Funny enough, like I like the knife.
I think
But
most
all
of us here hate this thing.
Three of these guys, they laughing at me just because I like it. I like it for some reason.
I mean, when it was coming out, I really wanted one. Yeah, I wanted this so bad when I saw the pictures. Then I saw how much it was and how tiny it was, and I was like...
The new one isn't that expensive. I think it's like 60-70 bucks.
yeah, but it's stupid looking.
It's the stainless steel.
I'm getting the gunting, the Jotsing. That one's cool.
Gunting?
What? It's the gunting, the old Spyderco. Well, you guys don't know your Spyderco history. Never mind.
You don't know what a gunt is.
I do know what a gunt is. But it's called a gunting.
I think it's a cool look.
Go ahead and correct me. All bad.
This is another one, like they do like how it looks, but they kind of laugh about it. They call it mini toothpick.
Show the middle here.
Tactical toothpick?
Sorry
Tactical
about
toothpick. I prefer to call it the gentleman's fold of the future. I love that knife. I really fell in love with it.
As is a
UTX
$7 toothpick.
You don't think it's overpriced?
It's a Microtech. Everything is overpriced a little bit.
Yeah, exactly.
Look, it's like the argument of you with the Spyderco. It's a company that makes high quality knives in a lower quantities, and it's a pretty complicated design. It's not like it's not a frame lug or it's not a liner lug where they just cut a couple pieces
Aren't
together.
your friends gonna open your pocket?
Oh no, yeah. Somebody asked
It's
if it's.
hard to push that up. Look at this. I'm like,
Somebody was concerned that if it wouldn't by accident open in your pocket. No way. Like if you hand that knife to non-knife person who never handled one of the Microtechs, OTFs, you're actually gonna have a hard time pushing this open. It's that stiff. It's easy when you're used to it, you see it. But if you're not used to it, if you don't know what to expect, I handed this knife to my boss, adult, 40-year-old man, and he struggled to push the
most
button
guys,
to
you
open
put
it.
a knife in most guys' hands that aren't knife collectors, and they most likely, usually don't know how to close the frame lock.
Yeah.
I mean, I understand that, but at the same time, you look at it, and the only thing that moved was this. So I mean, it's kind of like, okay.
It's a stiff button, so people who are concerned about it, you don't have to worry about this opening in your pocket.
Can we do this first, real quick?
Yeah.
I just want to know what everybody thinks of this guy. I mean, you guys saw it a bunch of times. Maybe the lighting's better on this, in this environment here. Probably not.
No,
And let me show it here. My guys didn't see it here. Most of the guys anyway watch more videos of Jeff. This Jeff's, is it Warthog?
It's a Warthog. It's a Damascus Warthog.
It's a beautiful one of a kind Damascus. It's really wicked. You get pretty good colors. It is better in the person, but there are pretty good colors on this light for some reason. It's beautiful. It's nice, Warthog friction foil, what Jeff normally does. He's gonna be doing a lot of them for Blade HQ now. What is it, 50 altogether? Right now, like 20 something, and then,
then
the
50.
rest.
They're gonna be 22, and then more.
And this was one off, which is beautiful. It really is insane.
That's to get my truck. So, and I didn't see the truck today. I'm getting it tomorrow. It's nice. Very happy with it. So,
And this one, since we're talking about your work, Jeff did this funny project yesterday it was, or a couple days ago.
yesterday. Yeah.
This Sunray Move 710, yeah.
Here, show it over here.
It's insane.
Let me bring it over this way a little bit so you can see. Yeah. Yeah, it's the same.
It's kind of Warren Thomas style blade, the laminated carbon fiber with titanium. It looks wicked. It looks really neat. I'm not the big fan of this lamination. They look cool, but they're kind of unpractical. But on this knife, it just goes together. I mean, come on, look at it.
And like before,
It looks insanely cool.
It's just terrible. Can't see what he's talking about at all.
It looks insanely cool.
Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. I'm very.
He kept the stainless steel frame.
Sorry.
He just hand rubbed it. It's a good looking blade this way.
It's like an earthquaker. Who's that?
Just made your Instagram.
Oh, we're doing a video right now.
Oh.
Danger digits.
What
Bye. I gotta come back and take some pictures.
Okay.
Bye.
My wife's gonna do an Instagram for me so you guys can see stuff. She'll walk in here probably every day in my shop and probably take some pictures, I guess, which is cool with me. So.
I wanna pick this one up now.
Alright, now we're gonna talk about
the new kid on the block here.
Chris Martin, Vance's new knife that he got in a trade.
Phantom Steelworks.
Phantom Steelworks. So I've been following this guy's work for a long time on USN. It definitely catches your eye right away because of the unique style that he's got on his blades and handles. He does like the crazy grooves and like real primitive, like high-tech look to it. This one's a special one straight from him. It's really nice.
Some people are not crazy about these things. I personally like it. It is aggressive. It's not that rough. It's a pocket knife that you're not gonna be bushcrafting with. You're not gonna be whittling, you know, your wood spoons with it. It definitely has that feel, that look to it, that you look at it and you know instantly who's the maker, which is pretty cool. This, I actually like the previous one, what you guys had here, what Jeff customized a little bit.
It's
I like that one better, yeah.
But it's same thing if you take off the overlay.
And this has like a Damascus overlay. Really neat, really nice knife. Good detent, good flipper, little sticky lock. One thing again, I don't know if the maker will be watching. I would recommend chamfering the corners a little bit. I don't mind the way that it actually has a big like a jimping. It's cool looking, but if you just round off the corners. Beautiful anodizing, the heat anodizing. Look at that, the corners are blue. What?
I'm doing the quick zoom in, zoom out horror thing with the balance over there.
What do you think about that, Sebastian?
Yeah, let's see what Sebastian thinks about this guy because we're not getting enough opinions.
It's probably too small and too funky for you, no?
It's actually, I like it. What you said, definitely unique, like you can recognize his style. I don't find necessarily the best feel in my hand, which is a little rough. But it's very interesting.
It's kind of a trade-off between comfort and cool factor.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not uncomfortable. It's not going to cut you or anything like that.
I appreciate that. Then, like the knife maker have
gorgeous.
something different, you know, and it's recognizable.
I mean, each cut is perfectly spaced and everything. I mean, a lot of time went into it.
Definitely,
You know?
it's perfection.
It's awesome.
I think it's actually, I think that's water jet. I think
You
you
think?
see. I think you see the water jet marks in the grooves inside. It looks like, I don't know. I might be wrong. I might be wrong. It looks like it. I don't know. To me, it look. I have no idea, but it looks like when you look on the inside of the grooves, that's kind of what the water jet, the fine water jet, looks like. But I might be wrong.
I don't know.
It might be. It would be a lot easier.
It kind of looks a little.
It's your friend asking.
If it is, he did a damn good job cleaning it up. I mean, it looks orange peeled in between each one. There's like little ripples. In it. I mean, it wouldn't be too hard to do that. I mean, you put that in the vise. I mean, as long as you got a good, you know, he probably has a process he does that, you know, probably sets the two scales side by side in there and just does a quick pass with something or something. I don't know. I mean, he probably drills it out with a drill bit in the beginning, marks it out and just solid piece.
Unless when they water jet out the blades and stuff and titanium, they do it.
What do you think, Vance? It's your knife.
I like it, man. I like. I mean, it's not my thing because you see, my thing is all like
twice
bigger.
It's like half the size of his normal thing.
I like his work a lot, and
It's your tactical
hopefully I'll be getting an XL version sometime in the future. So
You should get an XL of this Woods knife.
yeah,
He needs to make a bigger one.
I don't think
that'd be really cool.
I don't think bigger's in the habit.
Yes,
but
he pointed it out.
the next one's going to be smaller and a different blade shape.
It's a little folding knife. This is the gentleman's folder. That's what I normally carry in New York City.
Yeah.
It's like,
I think it's a beast.
is it flipper? It's flipper, but I can't reach the flipper. It's insane. This is the, you said it was first folding knife of this knife maker. It's insane. Yeah. It's really cool. Like, it's gigantic. It's too big for me, but it's really nicely made. And this thing is probably heavier than this big fixed blade. It's even heavier.
Yeah.
It's even heavier than Jeff's.
With the cop burner, that's WR Blade Works.
WR Blade Works. This is
Random.
even heavier and by a fair bit than the WR Blade Works.
He even told me that it's a show. You know, he made it as like a showpiece.
It's a cool knife.
It's a big knife. I mean, you know what? They're showpieces that you could actually use.
Like that. Yeah. That's a pry bar, basically.
Well, let's go back to this. Last time when we made the video, we touch up on the militaries.
Everybody's what do you guys think of militaries? I mean, it's classic Spyderco. Everybody's loved one at one point.
Yeah, you said you are looking.
I would like to have one
right?
of the fluted ones, but I don't have no one of them, so
I mean,
I
here's
never had one.
my thing about military is I've had a military in my collection probably since the beginning of collecting knives. It's always been one of my favorite knives, but at the same time, I've always let them go. I've had about 6 by now over time. I started with a Sprint Run Orange, went to black, the full black one, serrated one. I mean, I had a bunch of them. And I had the titanium one. I never wanted it because I had one problem with the military is that the screws in the body, they suck.
Yeah.
I hate them. I mean, it's a tough knife.
And
it's
it's
supposedly a tough
down
knife.
normally.
You have a paramilitary 2 has 1,000 times better screws in it. And they made a paramilitary 2 but didn't make a military 2. And the military was around before the paramilitary, so why? But the thing is, now he brought over the fluted tie military, and as you can see, the screws are a lot better. They're a little bit stronger, I know from experience with a lot of Spyderco screws, what strips and what doesn't.
When I took
And
this
these
one
strip
apart,
so
when I
bad.
took that one apart, it was Loctited a lot. I put a lot. I was scared. That's how much force I had to put on the screwdriver. It bended the screwdriver, but the screws didn't let go.
Really?
So they have to be really good because
the heat gun and heated it up.
See, I'm an amateur. I don't know that shit.
Yeah.
Come on, that'll loosen up the Loctite and then they turn out
Dude,
easy.
I was cranking on the driver so hard, but didn't let go. So they are good, those screws.
Yeah, this is like a concealed carry Strider version of like a. I like this.
Military.
I'm probably getting one pretty soon. Customer mindset.
I
wanted
do
to
like
trade
that.
it
It kind of
doesn't
looks
work.
like a Wilson Combat
Yeah.
thing going
It's very
on with the
nice.
lines.
And that's not the original. We
Yeah,
just reanodized it today.
Yeah,
the original one
definitely.
is a little different. It has a really cool heat anodizing even from the factory. It is very pretty knife even from the
I
factory.
like it. It feels cool. I like this like weird like bump here for the cutout relief cut. I don't know why. I just like it. I kind
That's
of
nice.
this machined look to it with the
Yeah.
grooves going over top of it. And it's a nice. I like it a lot more than the regular tie.
I
A
still
lot
think there
more.
should be an option on the military for a tip.
Yeah,
yes,
that's where they should address that with the
That
military
option
too.
should be on every production knife.
Yeah.
Okay, wait. So if Spyderco is watching here, are we all ready for Military 2 to come out, like the same as the Paramilitary 2?
With the different lock? Or just
No, with the better screws and a better design. I don't know, like they fixed the Paramilitary.
Pocket clip should be.
I like that everybody jumped and said yes right when I said that.
I mean, you know.
I think the paramilitary is so good too. Like I don't really care for the military. It's not
They
a
could
big
do
difference in
for the
style.
people who like this. I would say they probably should come up with military with the compression lock.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
That would be nice, you know, or just like make this bigger. It's the same knife pretty much. Just
Yeah, that's
bigger.
what I'm saying. They just made a paramilitary tube, like that's a military with the tip up, tip down option.
Yeah, I think if this would come out like a paramilitary with the compression lock, it would be a bestseller. Like
It's a nice
some
pinch
people
out, dude.
love the big knives, huh?
It's a nice pinch out on that paramilitary.
Right, I don't
think
know.
anybody's seen that one.
One douche made it.
Oh, that's-
Mike carries it. Mike
I
carries
love
it.
it.
Thumbs
He
down.
carries this all the time.
Yeah, I love that knife. That is my definitely
the
in like
ghetto wave.
top five. Actually, it's funny because my top knives they grow more and more. There's a couple that I really just love,
This is older.
and lately I cannot make my mind which one I want to carry. That's like I love that. I love the Strider. I love my Anso, and I actually grew to like this one a lot. I carry this one often. And even Hinder. So there's like a couple really cool high-end knives that I love to use, and EDC. I just cannot make my mind. And just imagine, you have Hinderer, $400 Surefire, $700 Anso, $400 Strider, but the $100 paramilitary is one of my favorites.
It is a perfect EDC. We discussed that last time.
Yeah.
It definitely is a good go-to knife. I mean, I've gone hard on one of these, and you know they hold up. Lock's good and everything.
And I've seen some crazy video with those, and they still help.
What
Yeah.
about the new BBR?
Oh,
yeah, it's a new kid on the black too.
New Bastianelli. You got another Bastianelli?
Sebastian got the BBR2.
Yeah.
Yeah, there is the 2 one, the smaller version. Really like it. He said when I talked to him on the phone that it's kind of pinching the way the lag is cut. I can see that, but I think over time you just get used to it. I think you just get used to that. You have to move that finger like right
there's
away.
nothing really wrong with it.
Yeah, it's not. You
when
just
when
feel
you're
it
watching
touches
when
you.
you're watching the TV and you flip it like I don't know 100 times in like an hour, then you feel. You know what I mean? It's just like irritate your finger, but that's all.
I really like that knife. It's the handle is super nice.
Yeah,
the
it reminds me of
pommel
an
is
XM18.
beautiful.
Like the way it feels. It's a small knife, and it's just
It's lightweight.
very
it's good
capable of
quality.
shape and everything.
One thing I would be
put a
very
nice edge on
curious about, and I noticed that Bastianelli he loves D2 still. Everything he makes is D2. I would love to know if like why, because I personally think the tool seal on the EDC knife,
This
pocket
punches right
knife,
here.
is like
'Cause it sticks
so-so.
out.
I don't know. I
D2
personally-
steel, you don't like it?
I don't have any problems with it.
It's great steel, man. I mean, I have the
No,
head
but
is never
you
rusted
have-
on the edge, and I don't take care of it. And like,
If you carry if you carry a D2 steel in your pocket in the summer, it will rust.
well, no,
It
no.
will. It
This
will.
is D2. I've been carrying this one. Well, I carried my
winter.
my out my onslaught
had
to the beach.
I had D2 knives in my pocket in the summer when I was sweating. They rust.
Well, I was carrying my onslaught to the beach, and it started rusting right away. My limited edition sprint run one, and that rusted right away. That was my first like experience with something rusting
the cause.
instantly.
No, and the question is like, I don't know why. I would like to know why the some knife makers do that, because you have a lot of these options of the really good, even affordable and expensive stainless steel. It's not really. It costs you the same money as CPM 154, S30V, and all those steels. There are really small differences in the prices. And that's why I'm curious about like why. Like I would like to know. I'm curious.
I have a good experience with these two. I do like it.
Well,
I'm not saying it's a bad steel. I'm
It
just
didn't
saying
rust
like
on me. I was thinking
no?
the same thing. I was carrying my 710 like in.
It rusted on me. Pretty bad actually in the
man.
pocket.
I mean, I never had a problem with the rusting.
Holds the edge
I
pretty
had.
good.
Just at the
But
beach.
you
what
just-
do you expect? I was at the beach, salt water, like
Yeah,
the
and
air
the
is
sweat
like
is salty too.
sweaty,
This is minus.
Oh, you're not as dirty as you, so whatever.
Anyways, I love this knife a lot. It's a really cool knife, very very nice and smooth opening, very fast opening.
Can we talk about this guy now? Benchmade's new flipper. This one is pimped, but quiet.
Oh, I'm sorry. Invaded your space. Your A space. Yeah, that looks a lot better than the original scale. Here's the funny thing, they got really nice G10. Like we talked about it last time. They got nice G10 on it. They could do really cool stuff, but they
It was
just
terrible.
didn't finish it.
Now, well, for me and Vance were talking earlier, and we basically took this and I covered the flipper up with my finger here, and it kind of looked better and looked like they originally did it this way or something, and then they changed it last minute. This flipper is so bizarre to me. When I took it apart, it goes around the entire axis lock, and it just seems like an afterthought almost. Like Spyderco put out their flipper.
I was gonna say that maybe they added the flipper when Spyderco.
It does look like they just kind of added it on at the end or something. I mean, it just doesn't make sense. It's quicker to flip it with like just
With
like
your thumb.
with the thumb side like you're used to. It's what you do when you have a Benchmade. Everybody's had a Griptilian. That you're just used to just whipping it open and closed. And the flipper doesn't really flip too well. I mean, it does, but you need a little wrist flip there if you hit it the wrong way. I don't know.
Yeah,
it's nice, but it works good. It functions well. That's enough. But it's not a Tough Thumbs original.
What do you think about this one? I always admired this one at Sebastian's
it's an
place.
interesting knife.
I love that knife. That
It's
used to be my
very-
knife.
Oh, it was?
Yeah.
Very good. What's the maker you said?
Keeper. It's a fox knife.
Yeah,
No,
Fox.
the maker, the designer.
Borat
Borat
Kinsel.
Borat Kinsey. Is it
Yeah.
martial artist you
Yes,
said? I think, right? Very cool looking knife. I like it a lot.
That's it.
He trains, what is it, Slovakian? Slovenian Special Forces?
I wish it was Slovakian.
It's a high
special
quality,
forces.
yeah.
We don't have special forces. We do, I guess.
You are here, so
Yeah. You don't need.
The little
Slovakian special forces are in New York.
Yeah.
I like the breaker on the top, and it's got the CRKT style lock there, but it doesn't automatically engage, which is nice.
Yeah.
I like that.
It's a
It
nice
has that
knife.
fun
Ergonomic.
shape, but ergonomic, and it has the cool factor.
At first glance, it looks like some kind of like bullshit, like crappy Mall Ninja stuff, but actually, it's
That's not.
closer inspection. It's real smooth. Everything's nice and solid on it.
It's Fox,
got a lot of
Fox
features.
Knives military division,
Yeah.
which is
They make-
totally
they make
different.
good.
I'm not a big fan of their regular Fox Knives. Some that I've seen,
Did they have
they
copper?
just
Did you go
didn't
to the-
impress me. I saw them at the
That's-
Army Navy store.
N690, which is like I like that Fox uses that. I
Yeah,
love
it's
that.
Yeah.
good steel.
And it's coated, which is even like overkill for that steel. This doesn't rust very
And that's a
easily.
good coating too.
Yeah.
They do the same thing on this one too. This is something similar.
Yeah, Fox makes that their
What it
military
is?
division.
Combative edge.
Combative edge. I don't have much experience with these.
N690.
Yep, and 6.
What is
Nice
Michael-
serrations,
Michael
the
Walker?
M1.
No, Christopher Walker was
Chris, oh no, I can't think of it. He's
the
like,
same thing. He's a martial artist.
yeah, he's a martial artist. He's
Sebastian bought the
Can't
knife
remember.
before he learned how to
sharpen
sharpen.
brain fart.
That's why the serrations. No, is there any reason? were you into serrations at sometimes before
I was about to go to
earlier?
part two
I think
here.
on some of the knives looks really cool. Like
It's a nice
I think on
skin
every
too.
knife is
You
not
like
bad
little-
to have.
Yeah, I have the
serrations,
same
but
thing with Sebastian.
On some of the knives that like looks good. I take it by the look because I'm more a collector than actually. I do use my knives not so much, so I think it's good on that one. But serrations are generally good. I would prefer having serrations if I would go an army or something like that when you need a sharp knife and you get dull your knife.
I've had
using it
experience where
hard.
I've
You can
needed
sharpen knife on
serrations.
anything anyway.
But with
What
serrations,
Jay
you
was
can cut.
saying that Sebastian likes the narrower handles, and I have the same thing. I like the narrower, slim profile knives. That's one thing we have in common with Sebastian.
Easy to carry.
Yeah, I like it. It doesn't bother you in the pocket. It makes the knife lighter, and it's a pocket knife, so it's not like you have to be really concerned how nice it feel your hand. Like for outdoor use, it's a pocket knife. I hate using pocket knives for outdoor use, for heavy duty cutting and stuff like that. I never do it. That's why I have a fixed blade in the backpack at all times.
See, I find this one to be like a perfect carry. Actually, it kind of grew on me because it's like a thick piece of G10, thick piece of titanium, but it's slim and it's nice and just
It's lightweight. It's a nice
really tiny.
knife. I'm not
You get a good
big,
grip.
Not big fan of that finger choil up front.
Nobody likes finger choils, so
No,
that's a thing kind of now.